What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of No Plot, All Filler. As you can see, our friend Austin could not make it with us tonight.
So sad.
He was sick. He's a lame. He was throwing up over the toilet, and he just wanted to say, I couldn't make the podcast. But apparently prioritizing his health
Suck
over.
it up, right?
Who prioritizes the health?
This is work. This is
yeah. No, but anyways, send out some prayers to him. Let's hope he
Yeah.
feels better, and he'll be back next week. So today, we're getting into some fun topics. We literally were talking about this before, and it actually infuriates me, this topic in the anime community, and I'm going to be the one that y'all hate for my opinion. But sub versus dub, what are we thinking? Let's start off with the neutral. I feel like more of a neutral take. I feel
okay. So, when I first started watching anime, I didn't even know there was a sub. I just thought, okay, this is like a different type of cartoon. It's more adult. It was just dub and just English. So I'm watching it, and I'm watching these shows, and it's like you get to a certain episode, okay, there's no more of that. And then I found out, oh wait, there's more. It's just not in my language. It's in a different one. It's like, okay, well, I'll start watching it, and it threw me off at first, but I was like, oh, I don't mind it. So my opinion is I like dub better because I want to hear my native language while being able to visualize and see everything without having to look up and down all the time. I just think that's normal and regular. But I don't mind sub. I'm going to watch sub. My thing is I like anime too much to where I can't wait. So now it's like I'm caught up on these shows. I'm not going to wait a whole extra week or two to watch the dub when I can watch the sub. So that's where I'm at right now. So I don't hate you for liking sub. You can like sub if you want to. But hating on dub because sub is just better for all these different reasons. That's like, like what you like, but for me, I think being able to see what you're watching and just hear it is better than looking up and down.
Yeah.
Even if you think the voice acting is better. That's just me. That's my take.
All right, Mr. Brown.
I'm on the sub side of this.
He's on the sub side.
Yep.
Subsidizing. Subside.
Whoa.
I'm just saying things. I'm trying to rap. I think I got bars.
Yeah.
Continue.
Sub is sweet. I just like hearing it in the native language that the art style intended it for. I think it has a deeper impact to me. It's like hearing, I think I brought up the example earlier of how if I was to watch a Pixar movie, Toy Story, in Japanese or another language, I'd be lost. I would not watch it that way. It probably wouldn't hit the same, But I feel like as the artist intended, I like that vibe. I want to respect the artist. And not to say that dub voice actors aren't artists, because what they do is difficult. Translating.
I got a question for you. Do you think that people from Japan, when they're watching stuff like Cars, watch it in English but have subtitles because the voice acting is meant for that? Do you think people do that?
No.
Or do you think they just listen to it in their native tongue? This is a genuine question because we don't know, because we don't actually know them. I'm just
have you ever bought a bootleg DVD?
Oh,
for sure, it is not in English. I have never bought a bootleg.
No, but answer the question though.
In some countries it depends, but a lot of times, in other countries, they do have voice actors that will dub over.
Yeah.
So dub is.
I will say you do kind of have. I would think what he said is probably how it majorly is, and for most people, but I have heard that actors that aren't necessarily have different languages, but maybe are British or something, they say they listen to and watch American shows so that they can learn the American accent and dialect. So it's possible that maybe some of them learn, because I've heard people say I learned English through watching American television. So it's possible that happened. So I'm kind of going against my own even belief on this, but I do think you would most likely watch it in the dub version for your own language. If you're watching Cars, you're watching Toy Story, you're watching any of those, you're not going to be like, oh, let me read the subtitles. You're going to want to see Buzz Lightyear and Woody flying at the end of the movie with them talking in their in your native language, so you understand what's going on.
What do you got to say? You're stewing over there.
Sorry. I think I will have to say that I think my background in creative writing kind of solidifies this a little bit, where there's I want to see things in their most original base form. And so I hate seeing I love going to an art museum and seeing a real art piece versus seeing the $10 roll that somebody bought and put on their wall. There's a difference, the brush strokes, things that you really get into, the accents of it are a little bit different for me. I don't mind dub. I'll watch certain animes in dub. I saw one of the My Hero movies in sub and dub. Saw it twice.
Yeah.
Both were really good. Like it's not like I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm out. It's dub. Like I'm not piecing because it's dub. Like
at least you're not one of
gonna watch
those.
it. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't even give my take, but I think we already know what it is. 100% prefer dub over sub. It actually blows my mind for you to be an American or anyone that speaks English as a native language to prefer something that you don't understand, to where you have to look down to understand so the subtitles in order to understand what's even happening to engage in the storyline. It's literally just an unnecessary extra step that you have to take, in my opinion, because when it's in dub, I can just watch it and enjoy it. Even if I check my phone for a second, it's like, oh, I still hear what's going on. You cannot do that. You literally have to be glued to the bottom of the screen and like bobblehead in the whole episode.
One of my favorite things.
And you said something about like the true artistry, the blah blah blah. I want the native people that create, like, the voice actors are not the people that created the show or the ones that wrote the story or drew the artwork. There are voice actors that do that are Japanese, but like I don't think that takes away from all the work that was put into it from the original creator, just to have a dub voice over it. Like, I don't think it makes it like it's more true art form because it's just our actors portraying roles that were created by somebody else. Even in American television, it's just the ability to bring what they put on the page to life with your voice.
I would say that like to me, like there's that things might hit different because of like cultural differences, things like that. So like the way that the voice actor portrays a certain line or says something is going to be different because there is a cultural difference in the way something is seen. So like you reading something out of a book, the context that you get might give you an impression of something completely different from the way somebody else might read something. So like you could read the same sentence and have two completely different ideas and perceptions of what that meant.
I mean, yeah,
true, but also so, like, I would assume
that would happen with voice actors. Yeah. Like,
but as a dub actor or dub,
I see what you mean. The cultural thing, I understand.
That makes sense. But then also, don't they watch like? I mean, I don't know what they do, how the voice actors do it, but like I feel like they would have an idea of what the character is by seeing like what it is done in the sub and how they deliver things. And I feel like if you're an anime voice actor for dub, you're probably very in the know of what the culture is of Jap. You think in order to like want to portray a character that is based in another country, you'd want to know the background.
I think you
behind
could
everything.
I think you could portray it accurately if you read the situation, but it's just like certain phrases and things that are said that are well known in Japanese culture that aren't well known in like American culture specifically. It would like you hear what's being said and it makes sense to you, but it's not normal for you like it is for them.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying though, doing your due diligence to actually do the research and knowing those types of things as a
watcher, like not as the voice actor.
Gotcha,
so like when you're watching it, like it might not make
as
much sense to you as it would someone in Japan because it's significant to their culture. But like an American watcher would just be like the voice actor for sure, they're gonna get it. Yeah. And I think that's what I'm saying. I think they could portray it right, but like the viewer, it might be different. But my biggest thing is like all the sub activists.
Here we go.
I can't stand you for hating on people for watching dub. That pisses me off.
You're not an anime fan.
Liking sub, that especially, you're not an anime fan. You liking sub better because of everything you said is valid. Yeah, I'm not mad about it. You like it better.
We're a community.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah.
But
unnecessary
for
division.
Hating on them, hating on the people that watch dub that just want to enjoy the show and be able to see everything and hear it at the same time, you're insane. You can like that more and say it's more passionate, more emotional, all that stuff. And I might agree with you on some things.
And I think it's voice actors.
But to say it's absolutely terrible and it's not even like the same show and that you're not even a true anime fan, I think is so disrespectful.
That's crazy.
It's disrespectful to the dub watchers. It's
disrespectful
good.
to anime as a whole.
Right,
like,
bro.
Like you're disrespecting half of the art.
Right.
And part of the community that watches this.
Especially since all of you people that watch anime all started with Dragon Ball Z when you were a kid, and I promise you didn't watch it. So you all watched it.
What? You didn't start with Dragon Ball?
No,
not you, but like, I'm just saying most people watch. If you say even people that don't watch anime watch Dragon Ball Z, everybody. So that's like the thing that started it for most people. That or like Naruto. But I was like, I watched Naruto on Cartoon Network when I was a kid. I didn't even know it was anime.
Right.
It was on Cartoon Network when I was a kid, and I was like,
it was like Full Metal Alchemist. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's different.
Yeah.
Different
I feel like
take,
my
different
first was
take.
like Naruto. I literally,
It's
well, no,
definitely
Dragon Ball was
Naruto.
my first, but like I remember seeing Naruto on Cartoon Network next to Shaolin Showdown, and because
Right.
those are,
Right.
and I remember being,
Yeah.
and I remember,
That hits.
and I remember being
Yeah.
like, these shows are dope, like these ninja shows. I mean, I don't know if Shaolin Showdown was ninjas, but it was, I mean, kung fu or something.
Something like I
it
don't
was,
remember.
but it was,
Some kind of
oh no,
martial art.
Omi or
I
whatever.
mean,
that
Omi
was my
and,
favorite
and
character.
Ro, something I don't remember.
Anyways, but like that's how I started, and I was like, "Oh, this is dope," and I watched it in English because obviously I'm an American, and that's what it's gonna be, how it's gonna be displayed on TV for us to see. I don't understand how you start because you probably started it in dub, and then when you join the community, they're all like, "Oh, if you're not a real anime fan, if you don't watch it in sub."
Every time I see a video, bro,
the attack is weird. Like people attacking other people for how they watch anime is
or
weird.
if you think dub is better or you like dub more, you prefer it. Like, well, hell,
bro,
like
I'm watching,
people like are crazy. I'm in the comment section. I'm like, because my thing is, I believe or I like dub better. I just do. But like the fact that people were like saying like, "Oh my gosh, how could you even like that? Like that's crazy." I'm like, when they say, and I'm sorry, this throws me off too. When they say it hit so hard, when they said this thing that you don't know what they said if you don't look down, like that blows my mind. Like, oh, so hard when they said, like when Robin says, "I want to live." I watched that in dub. I watched 900 episodes of One Piece before I got to sub, and honestly, I got used to it. I enjoy sub just as much. I mean, I enjoy the show so much that I'm willing to like sacrifice not being able to know what they're saying and reading. But like when she screamed, "I want to live." That was so deep in dub.
And it was.
She's out here like, I want to live.
The hard part is,
It's
what
like,
blows my mind is,
and I know what
you guys watched 900 episodes in dub and then went to sub, and I can't do the flip. I can't watch, like, I can't start watching something. If I hear Robin's voice in sub, and then if I were to hear it in dub, I'd be like, that's not Robin. Is this?
I mean, that's just honestly that's
like,
respect to the voice actors because they did a really good job of making like the dub. I guess I respect to the dub actors because they did a good job other than Frankie's Loki. I can't stand Frankie on One Piece, but his sub voice is annoying to me. But like they did a really good job of making the character still seem like the character. Like I watched Usopp being like a coward in dub for 900 plus episodes. And then I watched him in the sub, and I'm like, obviously this is the original, but I'm like, it's very
still being a coward is crazy. He's still being a coward. He said, I watched 900 episodes of being a coward. We got the sub, we got the same action, like nothing changed for our boys.
No, I'm just saying like he does a good. They both did a great job of making me see that as Usopp.
Yeah,
there's not like a difference for me. Even Luffy, like people say I hate Luffy's dub voice, and like it is annoying, I guess. But like it's kind of his charm. Like he's this goofy kid who just like I don't hate it at all. People hate Naruto too. I think
it comes from the guy who likes Asta. So I mean, that makes sense.
I love Asta. You like oh no, you don't. It's awesome like Asta.
This is my thing. When I'm looking at a video and it's like some intense scene from dub, and people are like, "Oh, this scene hit so hard." You go to the comment section. It's better in sub. Oh my goodness, you're watching it in dub? I'm like, bro,
never
like urban speech.
Urban speech is better in dub. I don't want to hear nothing about it. It hits harder in dub. Never. Attack on Titan has some of the coldest lines in dub. Like Mikasa when she was talking to what's her face, blonde hair girl. No, not Historia. Is it Historia?
Yeah, Historia.
Yeah, he was talking to Historia. She was trying to save Ymir. Her lines went so hard in dub. When I went and watched sub again, it wasn't even the same thing. Didn't even say the same thing, but the dub went so much harder. I was like, yeah, no, I'm sorry. Like there are times where dub is better.
And there's
sub.
also
Attack on Titan though. The dub voice actors are quality.
Yes.
Like it is one of the best.
Hold on, pause. Is that a positive thing about Attack on Titan from Kev?
Hey, one of my favorite voice actors, Matt Mercer, he plays Levi.
Oh,
and
okay.
so like, yeah, that's as far as my respect for Attack on Titan.
Oh, that's crazy.
Just kidding.
No, but I had pulled out something I was gonna say. But I hate the comment section. I literally hate it when he was just talking about.
Do not read the comments.
No, I have to. I have to.
Bro.
Because I'm like, oh, hits better in sub. It doesn't. It doesn't.
Social media, man.
You don't. You know how? Honestly, type in Japanese. Your comments should all be in Japanese. The way you're writing for that sub, like it's crazy. I can't stand it.
Hey, one thing I think is kind of interesting too about like the sub thing though is like you guys probably get it like the baka and like the nani, like that stuff's like
Nami-san.
Yeah, like when you hear it in sub and you hear nani, like it's great. It cracks me up every single time like a character does it. Like I can't imagine somebody just being like, "What?" Like,
I'll tell you what, I was reading Solo Leveling. I'm not gonna actually say anything, but like the way they address people when I'm reading it, I'm like, that doesn't feel right at all. Like they're calling people Nona. What is a Nona? That's not Jinu's name, but they were calling him that. I'm like, oh, there's some weird Korean stuff. That stuff, like that's being said in like Japanese, not specifically that, but there's like Kun and San and all that stuff, like Son Goku. Like you don't really hear that in the dub, but that's every single time in the sub. And it's just like, you know.
I think I'm not 100% sure. Let me look this up real quick. You guys keep talking.
No. So honestly, this whole sub versus dub debate, screw all the people that are hating. Let people watch anime they want to watch.
And I don't hate. That's the thing. I guess I thought I was gonna be more controversial than I actually am. I don't hate sub. I will watch in sub.
Yeah.
Like I remember there were certain shows I wouldn't do it. Remember My Hero, I would not watch sub for the longest time. Then I was like, all right.
Yeah.
I watched one episode in dub and I was like, but like, oh, wait, there's 6 episodes. I heard not 6, but there's like, fine, I'm watching it. I'll watch
exactly
it.
how it is.
I was like, I got to know what's happening because my freaking Deku was going ham right now. He's out here in this dark period. I literally watched the first 5.5 seasons of My Hero in dub. I did refuse to watch it in sub, and then I was like, nah, it's getting too good. I gotta watch it.
That's what it was for Classroom of the Elite for me because I watched the first 2 seasons in dub, and then I watched the first 5 episodes of season 3 in dub. And I was like, I'm not waiting. I have to watch this because it's so good.
And you know why? Because we love the shows.
And it didn't make it worse or better when I switched. It just liked it the same.
And I can switch up. Yeah, we can switch up.
That's what I don't understand. Like, you like what you like. If someone genuinely likes it more in dub, I don't want to see, oh no, that's terrible. It sucks.
Terrible take.
Like, okay, you think that. Why you gotta you have to every single time you see it, you go out of your way to comment and tell someone this is terrible in dub. Bro, like just chill. They like it in dub.
It hits harder.
Why are you
hating?
Hits
harder,
trolling, bro. They're trolling.
Like, why are you a hater?
They're trying to get the rage, bro.
And it worked.
No, I'm legit just like, I just like, you don't think that. I was like, you don't actually think that because that's crazy. And any other show, any other television that you watch, you do not hope that it's in a different language. Like you don't want to just read subtitles. I mean, some people do put subtitles on for everything, but like that's just weird to me.
It's specific to anime for sure.
Actually,
no, because there's like a lot of Korean and Japanese.
I put subtitles on for everything. I watch everything with subtitles. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure now Mr. Sub all sub people do. I'm sure.
I like the clarity. If it's like a loud scene, I like being like 100% sure that's what they said. Yeah. So
I can't do subtitles unless I'm watching anime. I can't. I don't like seeing it.
I mean,
I don't want to look up and down. I don't want to. But if the subtitles are on, I will look up and down.
There was a time where
that's just how my eyes work now. Like it's built in.
There was a time where there was a show that they were saying something. I did not know what the person said. So then I put the subtitles on. I was like, what did the person say? I couldn't hear it. Like the way that they said it was just like so not clear on what they were saying. So I put it on for that. But yeah, I usually will not put them on. They're always on my TV because we like share our platforms, streaming platforms, and so some people turn it on. Or so I'm like, I'm used to it. It's fine. But I don't look at them.
Don't say that too loud. Netflix will come in and be like, "You said you're doing what?"
No, not you guys. Not you. Not Netflix. Not Netflix. Remember, $20,000 for that. I know. You guys. Anyway.
No,
but I wish we could talk about the new One Piece episode that came out.
That was so fire.
Bro.
But okay, we're gonna go on.
Bro. 600 more episodes. Give me a break.
And then you gotta start reading the manga.
Honestly, yes. But anyways, yeah.
So we're gonna talk about our favorite Naruto side characters, and there's so many. This is like one where it's like actually really tough because there's a lot of good side characters, and we're going all of Naruto and Naruto.
One
Shippuden.
Choice is crazy.
One choice. I mean, okay. What do you think?
Start us off, brother.
It's gotta be Shikamaru.
Why?
He is the guy with the plan. Every time.
That was so crazy.
I mean, bro looks like a pineapple, but anyways.
She could die, bro.
I love Shikamaru. Don't get it twisted.
His ability is probably my favorite.
He's an Isigi of Naruto. The way he can see the way he plans everything out ahead of time. Not his power, obviously, but like
taking down people that
like don't you ever compare Isigi to like the Akatsuki member was crazy.
Yeah,
M vs Hidan was a tough fight, bro. It was emotional too. Like you just killed my sensei. Oh, bro,
dude. That is the one reason too. Like his. Like the trial that he goes through in that is, dude.
Well, he started off as a character that didn't really care about anything. Like was it the Chunin exams that he like Well, he forfeited himself from it.
Yeah,
smart,
so
lazy
he like
character.
had her in a corner, and then he ran out of chakra, and it's like, okay, I can't do this anymore. I forfeit. But like everyone saw what he was able to do, and was just like, what in the world is this kid?
Yeah.
He was the only one that actually became a tuning, right?
He's so smart.
Yeah,
The way he would come up with these plans, like, because there are situations where I'm like, how are they gonna get out of this? There's no way you're gonna like, and he just the way he came with the plan. It's like, dang,
He didn't get enough.
that
time
makes
on
that like
screen,
it made
in my
sense, but
opinion. He didn't get enough time on screen, in my opinion.
well, it became
That's fair.
I mean, in Shippuden for sure.
Yeah.
And not
Yeah.
OG Naruto. I think everyone got a decent amount of respect in OG Naruto, to be honest. And then Shippuden, it became the Sasuke and Naruto love story. So, but
My favorite character, side character, is it like every side character is just not Naruto and Sasuke, or is it like
anyone that's not Naruto, I think you could choose Sasuke. He's
Yeah,
technically a side character.
Yeah.
Naruto's
he's
a
not my
protagonist.
favorite? Yo, now
Definitely not
Naruto-
Sasuke.
Naruto's the namesake. So.
there is a better Uchiha for sure, who is one of the greatest side characters in that show,
Mhm.
and probably my favorite. I think he'd be my favorite if it wasn't for not me loving Naruto as much as I do. It's Itachi. That man, like, especially like he came in just cold off the bat. Like, obviously he came off like with a villain energy.
Yeah.
We thought he was a bad guy, and we're like, oh, this guy's in. And obviously we learn about like Sasuke's backstory, why he's so traumatized, why he's so moody and broody and dark. And it's like, okay, it's watched his brother kill his family or his parents. Well, he watched the parents die in front of him, right? Or at least he saw Itachi standing over their dead bodies or something. And then he killed all the Uchihas in the village. And like, obviously that's traumatic enough, but he was cold still. It's like, oh, this guy's, he's like a prodigy. He's like so strong. Sasuke's whole purpose is to try and overcome him at some point because of everything that he did. And I'm just like, he just seems cool, right? But then you learn in Shippuden that everything you ever thought about him was not true. He sacrificed.
So
he's like the anti-Aaron.
That's some really good
Aaron
writing.
Yeager.
That is top.
I was like,
tier writing.
the
Absolutely,
fact that
bro.
they made you, because everyone really likes Itachi anyway. He was bad. We all saw him as a villain. Who are these people with the robes? And Akatsuki, yeah, the introduction to them too in Shippuden, like actually what they are, man. Anyways, but like when the fact that you're sitting here for hundreds of episodes thinking he's this villain, he did these things to his clan for no reason. What was the purpose? And that's literally the number one question when it comes to his character. Why did he do that?
Yeah.
And then you get to the meat of what happened there, and it was just like he was sacrificing his people for the greater good of the village.
So
like
good.
that,
Became
the
a rogue
selflessness
ninja,
to
bro.
do something like that is crazy because they were going to start like a revolution, an unnecessary bloodbath of war. And he said, I'm not doing that. But I will protect my brother. I'm going to make sure that he is allowed to survive. He's just
and then Sasuke completely
hates
ignores
him.
all that.
His whole life. Oh, don't even start. And this is why Sasuke is not my favorite side character, is because the audacity to learn the truth. He sacrificed the whole clan for you and for the village to live in peace. How dare the Leaf Village do that to my brother? I'm gonna go destroy them, and I'm gonna be like, what? That's literally the opposite of what he wanted. I was like,
Sasuke's a little whiny.
Sasuke, yo.
I can't with him. But for me, it has
Sakura.
to be. Jeez, anyone but her.
Yo, Sakura,
She is
man.
actually she's the true villain of the Naruto story. she was can't stand her. But it's tough for me because it's between Jiraiya and Rock Lee.
Rock Lee.
And it's for different
Drop the weight.
different
drop the
reasons.
weight.
We're gonna get slapped across the face in the comments for not picking Kakashi.
I was
That's
gonna,
what you
So
guys are doing.
I rock
that's
heavy
my-
with Kakashi.
I think that's my number 2.
It's
I
between
rock
Itachi
heavy
and
with
Kakashi.
Kakashi. And I feel like the reasons I like Jiraiya, you could almost give to Kakashi as well. But the
Dry
dad-
more so, I feel like.
it's
is whatever you're gonna say.
the impact. So the reason I would say Jiraiya is because in this time where Naruto is hated by everyone and looked at as an outcast and can't really do anything, he'll never succeed as a ninja. One of the legendary Sanin that is like super OP and powerful took him under his wing and is like, oh, okay, I'll take care of this kid. And we find out later when he trained his dad,
Yeah.
right? And that all that stuff is
Oh, let's
cool.
talk about
There's a
the
connection.
disrespect of the Leaf Village on that.
But that's
What are you
another thing that I'm saying. Naruto was disrespected by the third Hokage. I'll never forgive him for that. People are trying to defend him now and saying, "Oh no, he was actually no."
What? What did he do?
He was disrespectful. Minato's like, final wish is take care of my son. He's like, "Oh, I got you." Puts him in some crappy apartment and like lets everyone in the village hate him. You could have made everyone love Naruto being Hokage. You chose not to.
And why would no one tell him that his dad was the fourth Hokage?
Yeah, my thing is
I'll give you-
how did Naruto go this whole time without finding out Like I get it, but how was the information that controlled that nobody was like,
I mean, it's not like that. Like
you
Wikipedia.
have yeah, but this man looks in the mirror and sees he's got whiskers versus everybody else. Like I'm just saying, like there's signs.
Was there a lot of
There's-
was there pictures
there-
of
there-
people though? Like
there-
he was on the statue, but like all I know is that he was abandoned. He was a 12-year-old
So
kid.
stupid.
Nobody like he's not thinking
But,
that.
like-
He's just like, why am I abandoned? Why does nobody love me? Why
Right.
does everyone just
So
mistreat me?
this goes into why I like Jiraiya so much. So Jiraiya comes in and it's just like, I see potential in you. I am going to train you and help you. I'm
Yeah.
gonna help teach you your father's moves. It's just he's such an impactful person. He cared for Naruto, one of the first people
More
outside
so,
of
other
like
than Ruka.
outside of like Aruka. Aruka is such a good character as
Other
well.
than-
You could honestly put him up there. But other than Aruka, that showed interest in him and showed like and told him he has potential to be something.
Yeah.
Taught him one of the most OP moves, the thing that he spams the most out of everyone in the entire verse. Dude has one move, Rasengan. One move. Taught
And
him
Shadow,
that.
and Shadow Konjutsu. That's all he
Right,
said.
right.
Watch out.
And Sage Mode is crazy.
And then for him to like the depth of their relationship when he died,
I don't know.
like the impact it had on Naruto. Like you saw that Jiraiya cared about him, and there was the pervy stuff, and he would leave him
Pervy
to be a
saves.
perv, right? But
But he was
also-
always there for them.
But
when
he was
needed
always
it.
there for him. That's what I'm saying. He was always there. And then when he died, the impact it had on Naruto and the story as a whole was so good.
On
that
everyone
had-
in the Leaf Village. too.
everyone. Oh yeah, it that puts him up
specifically
there.
Naruto because of his
specifically Naruto and the situation, then him coming back and defeating Pain. All of that is why I would put Jiraiya up there. And then Rock Lee, I say Rock Lee because I feel like he embodies what Naruto was yapping about more than Naruto does. The kid that had no potential, no chakra, that had to train super hard every day to be anything and to surpass people. Like Naruto has the nine-tailed fox that was always a crutch. He is a child of prophecy from Jiraiya. He is the sage of six paths reincarnation of each, like all this stuff that is given to him.
He didn't know,
And
though.
he did work hard. The stuff was given to him. Rock Lee wasn't given anything. He
Yeah.
worked hard for
Nah, what do you mean?
everything.
He was giving them weighted.
Right, bro was given weight to
the
set lifts,
weight
bro.
weights.
Like,
that is still probably one of the coldest moments in Naruto ever. When he took them things off,
Oh, he just
right.
boom! The
So-
thing was so loud.
Yes, exactly.
Coldest
Rock-
moment.
It was literally probably one of the coldest moments in
That's
Naruto, if not
top
the coldest.
five.
and then they hurt him
Easily.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
that
him
hurt.
fighting against Gaara the first time that Gaara was like scared in the fight, going crazy. Like it was all because of his grit and working hard, and that made me love him. And I wish he got more respect in Shippuden. He had some moments, but like it was like
Yeah,
he just fell off because the
they
story.
gave his moments to freaking Guy. Like,
right, bro.
They should have
like,
made him do that.
honestly,
They should have made him do that during the
right. I wish Rock Lee had more time because especially after the Sasuke retrieval arc, and we see Drunken Fist for the first time, and
Oh,
Rock
oh.
Lee is going dumb against Bone Dude, and just going out, just all that
He was
potential,
killing that.
all that
Yeah.
potential
He's a-
that we
needed-
saw he
we
had,
needed more of that for
I know.
sure.
all that potential like was thrown away. So I think he had so much potential, and that's why he's one of my favorite side characters. But
Nah, he's good.
I gotta bring this up.
Oh,
Would you guys be cool if I haven't watched Boruto, so this is I've seen like 20 episodes maybe.
yeah.
If Boruto was replaced by Minato leading Kakashi, Obito, a show with that happening, that plot versus Boruto.
Wait, a show with Minato?
so like it's a star. Minato's a star, and then it's
Yeah.
like his journey,
Like his
being the
backstory.
sensei. and-
Only reason why I wouldn't want that is because we know what happens to him, and we know like the end of it. And I feel like with Boruto, it's like we don't know, and like there's some and you've said crazy things have happened in the manga that's like
yeah,
makes Boruto so broken and cool. And it's like I want something that can continue, not something that's concluded.
the only
But it would be cool to
thing
see.
I would
I wouldn't be
see-
opposed to it, but I wouldn't want to.
Like
I wouldn't want it to
like a
replace.
2 to 3 season.
I wouldn't want it to replace it. I would just want it to
Okay.
be added.
The only thing I would want is, and there is a one shot of Minato right now that came out in manga. I
there
would
is?
want to see him be as
Looks
a
like I got something to
child.
read.
I would want to see him as a child progress because he was a prodigy. I would want to see that him falling in love with Kushina, all of that stuff happen slowly, the slow burn to see all that him become this. I want to see him in the third Great Ninja War, like all his feats, because we heard about it, and he was like the yellow leaf of the yellow flash of the leaf. People were terrified of him, like an on-site leave when you see him. I want to see all that, and then with that, because it's that time period, you'd also see Shisui and Itachi and that stuff. I would love to see all of that in a Minato series, and then you could probably you could end with Minato starting to train like Jiraiya or not Minato starting to train Obito, Kakashi, and them. Or not end. It'd be in the middle because that's during the third Great Ninja War. But like around that, I would like to see that, but not as the main focal point being him training Obito, Kakashi, and Rin. I feel like we've seen a lot of that. I feel like we've seen most of that story in
important parts,
flashbacks. So it's like I don't want to see that again. But the stuff we hadn't seen with like him rising up to the Yellow Flash and his feats in the third Great Ninja War, I'd love to see all that.
This is sort of reimagined version where he didn't die.
What if series of Naruto? Like if Shisui was still alive,
Naruto
bro,
wouldn't be.
Please do it. Please do a what if series.
Naruto wouldn't be the main character though. Like I feel like he wouldn't be as relevant because he would have parents that loved him. He'd be like Boruto. Like he'd be parents that loved him, parents that were there for him.
We fake did get that with the 10 Tails dream thing with all everyone's random dreams, the filler stuff. But I would love to see a what if series of all the like different potential storylines with Kushi, like Naruto being raised by his parents, Shisui living, and what's his face not stealing his eye, like how broken he would have been because he also had a run on site when he saw him order. Like I would love to see those potential storylines. That'd be really good.
An Ambu series would be
the Ambu Black Ops.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're tough. We kind of got a little bit of it with Kakashi's backstory. I don't know if that was filler. I watched all of 500 episodes of Shippuden, and I didn't know what was filler and wasn't at the time. So some stuff was with Kakashi, anyways. But yeah, no, that's me. Those are mine. Did everyone say their favorite side characters?
Yeah, mine is Itachi, but Kakashi's like right there.
If I had to choose between the two,
Jiraiya too.
It's probably Jiraiya for the emotional weight that he carries with Naruto. But I think Rock Lee was hoed and didn't get enough screen time.
Jiraiya, you explaining that made me realize how pivotal a character Jiraiya was, because obviously he trained him and everything, but it wasn't even just his impact on like the thing that made that pain arc so deep is that it wasn't just the impact that he had on Naruto, it's the impact he had on Nagato too.
Oh yeah,
like that was just like dang, like he took both of them, trained them,
showed his
was
character,
a mentor to them, and again he was a good person. Obviously, he was a pervy nonsense. Like every anime has that character, but like he was such a good. Like mentor, he genuinely cared.
That was tolerable.
That was more tolerable.
Yeah.
telling your student to transform into sexy jutsu so you can see that is crazy work. I ain't gonna lie, that is crazy work.
I forgot about that.
That didn't happen.
But we love Jiraiya, and he's like you're saying, his character is so good. Because Tsunade and Orochimaru were like, we're gonna leave these kids; they're just children of war. But he's like, no, I'm going to take care of them, teach them ninjutsu so they can fend for themselves.
Yeah.
Shows that he's just a good person that cares about people. It's not about the leaf, about the rain or whatever. It's like, no, these are children and they need to be taken care of. And then seeing that again with Naruto, just that whole arc, the pain arc is so good. And Jiraiya dying was so emotional. You don't know how mad I was, bro. I didn't expect it. I was watching that. I had no spoilers, no nothing.
He's gonna win, yeah.
I was for sure at least escape.
Yeah.
Right when he died, I was like, "Are you kidding me? Are you?" Oh, so
I almost stopped watching. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I was pissed.
I was just like, I
didn't realize how much I liked him until that moment.
I didn't know he died, but during that whole arc when he was there, I was like, I think he's gonna die.
You were saying that.
I was like, I feel like he's gonna die, and I did not want it to happen, but I was like,
I was pissed that he kept saying,
I think he's gonna die.
Yeah.
I was like, no, because it was just too. And then obviously Pain just looks like that character that I'm gonna kill. Like he's the one that it's gonna be over. Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna do this. Like it's gonna be it for you. But like, I was like, don't do that. Like I was like, don't do that to Naruto.
Kakashi and
Well, that's the thing. And when the greatest, one of the best scenes that like just hit hard, was just simple. I've said this every single time. I don't know if I've even said it on the podcast, but I bring this up every time I talk about Naruto. When he Master Sage mode, he comes to the Leaf Village after Pain is freaking releasing hell on like the whole Leaf Village, and he goes to Tsunade. He was like, where's Kakashi? I'm paraphrasing. She's like, I don't sense his chakra. I don't sense his. Where is he? And then he goes, they say silent. He goes, I see. And I was like,
That was deep.
That line is good in sub and dub.
when he said I see, and I was
That
like,
was so
not I
deep,
see,
bro.
because then he just lost Jiraiya,
Yeah.
and then he just lost Kakashi.
Oh,
and
my
I remember
goodness,
being like,
bro.
they're not killing Jiraiya and Kakashi within a matter of like.
I was
20
so
episodes
mad.
or
I was so
100.
mad.
Yeah,
I didn't think he was gonna switch up and give everyone their souls. But I was pissed.
Yeah.
I was like, but the thing about Jiraiya that makes me the most mad about his death is the fact that he was stronger and could have won,
Yeah,
but he didn't know the trick behind his 6 paths of pain. I was so mad after finding out. Like he would have won, and he took multiple out, but because of the stupid one person that can bring him back,
yeah.
the 6 paths of pain, I was like, oh, it's so irritating.
So it wasn't a matter. It wasn't a matter of
but
his
you gotta think
weakness.
too. He's fighting the kids that he raised, though, like the bodies of the kids.
Also, it's
that
like, was he holding
raised.
back? It's also like
Well,
what?
one of them was the body of the kid he raised. The other
Yeah.
were his villain or the people that he's fought in the past. But he didn't know that until the very end. He's like, wait a minute. And then it all clicked, but then it was too late. So, if he would have just known that there was one person that could bring him back, he would have taken that one out first. And he would have won. But he didn't know how his powers work. That was that's irritated me so much. I couldn't. So, yeah, Jiraiya.
Jiraiya's
gotta
definitely his top 5
Yeah.
best side
Oh,
characters.
for sure.
Yeah, he's up there.
Easy.
You know, and then him and
Easy.
Tsunade never got to be together.
Oh, that makes me so mad too.
That was sad.
Was she finally
That
realize
hurt.
but
That hurt.
when he's leaving to go to the rain, it's like she finally, after however many years, realized
She's like
Wait.
in love with him.
I might love this guy actually.
Yeah,
And then he never comes back. I was like, I can't stand this show, bro. I can't.
that's
It
why.
put the thing about Naruto.
Nothing about Naruto. Exactly.
They-
what we were about to say.
yeah.
That's
No,
what I was gonna
the
say.
thing about Naruto is they know how to pull on your heartstrings so well. They get you emotionally invested into a character, and then just
And
they rip
leave
it. They
you
don't.
that character for a long time too. They
Yeah.
give you the character for
That's
a
true.
long time. That's like something like with like One Piece that is so cool. Is like you'll go from all these places like Alabasta, like Allen Park. You see the backstories of either the crew or Vivi or whatever, and
Yeah.
it's like you see the turmoil that they're going through and the pain they're going through, and seeing Luffy liberate them is like amazing. But with Naruto, it's like these are characters that you've known from the whole time, not people that like he's going to see for a season to help. These are
Yeah.
people that you've seen the whole entire time going through these things, and then you lose that person, because losing someone in someone else's arc is not like, it's like that sucks for the arc, and when you're in it, but when you go to the next story, you're not really, it's not that weight's not really there as much as it is for like Jiraiya, who's been in there from the beginning. And when he dies, it's like
The only thing you can say is Ace's death.
that's different
'Cause-
that's his
'cause
brother.
that
Ace is
did
different.
hit.
Ace for me.
Yeah.
I told Isaac, I lived it already. I told him when he showed up in Alabasta, I said, if they kill
That was so random.
I-
thing to say. That
no,
was so
there's no
random.
inclination that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
There's nothing. I said, if they kill this guy, I'm not watching the show anymore.
He literally
I was
said that.
like, I'm not
You know,
watching it.
me having been caught up at the time, I was like, oh man.
I'd be.
Gotta go, bro.
I'm not watching the show. If they kill him. I'm not.
Yeah.
If they-
That was spoiled for me, like before I even started watching One Piece,
Uh,
and so I knew, like, and when I saw Ace for the first time, I had that same feeling. I was like, "You gotta be kidding
he's so
me."
cool.
such a
Yeah,
cool
he's
character.
so cool, man. He's like my
Yeah.
big brother. He's like so much stronger than me. Before he even had the devil fruit, like they're talking about
His
how cool. he was.
power is so cool
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Like, man,
And he was just like the way he cared for Luffy too, like the way that he cared for him. Like, you're my little brother. Like, I'm right. And I thought that was his
We
biological
can talk crap about you. No one else.
Yeah,
will.
me
I'm
and
gonna
Salvo
not-
could talk
yeah.
about you, but you ain't nobody
Yeah.
else doing that.
Thing about Naruto deaths that hit so hard. I like Naruto was the first full thing I watched after Dragon Ball.
Mhm.
And you know, with Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball, everyone's resurrected with the
They
Dragon
come back,
Ball,
yeah.
right? So in my head, after watching that, death isn't really death. You can always come back.
Yeah.
But after seeing like Asuma die, I was like, wait, no, because someone. Wait a minute. Wait, no, because someone has a jutsu. No, they don't.
Yeah.
Wait, he's actually dead. I was like, no,
Yeah.
I can't believe it. And then it hits so hard when you know they can't come back. It is.
it's tough.
Oh, it's so
Yeah,
good.
that's what sucks with
Naruto's
the
so
and in
good.
One Piece is annoying because like Ace, like they always have these flashbacks things. Ace.
Having a flashback arc after the death is the most diabolical thing I've ever seen, bro.
I literally was like,
That's so
I'm
crazy.
sorry.
Traumatizing.
Yeah.
You said you promised me you'd never die. Goes to the scene of them when they're kids. I'll never die.
I'm
okay,
like, bro.
all right.
what?
He just died. Why are you doing this?
Yeah.
Why are you doing this?
It's like a 30+ arc. Like,
Yeah.
I know.
Like,
It's like you re-fall in love with Ace. Wait a minute.
Oh wait, we just killed him.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I hate that. hate that. Even
Let's
in, like,
build up
Wano,
his
like,
character after the fact.
Yeah.
there's arcs of like places he's gone, things that even after you see him, he's dead, but you know he's dead. It's annoying.
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, no. So with
I mean,
Naruto,
it makes the Sabo hit even harder. Like
And Dressrosa. Well, well.
are you in Dressrosa?
well, like yeah. In the
Are you-
in that arc where they're the kids
Yeah.
and Sabo,
Died.
yeah,
Did you watch Punk Hazard? Did you finish that? Yeah.
pretty close.
If you don't finish,
Goodness,
the-
bro.
the,
I'm
uh,
trying. I'm like, I really don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil
No,
it,
no,
bro. But goodness,
Shut it off.
gracious.
These seasonal animes are so good.
I can't get mad at it. Yeah,
That was
chill out
killing
with
me.
all that.
That was killing me.
literally, I was like, Isaac, what am I watching? Like,
We went from like Gecko
Caesar,
Mario.
I can't.
I'm like, what the
So
heck? I was like,
so what are we doing,
what do you got to
bro?
watch? Isaac? Let's just
I
laugh.
will say one of my favorite moves came out. That Grizzly Magnum
Oh yeah,
is sweet.
yeah.
Oh, that was cool.
What is
That
that?
was sweet.
Like it's like gear third, both hands. But
Yeah.
yeah. No.
man,
So
He knocks
just get
Caesar
caught up,
cold after
bro.
he gets that.
Just get caught up. Because today's episode or yesterday's episode of One Piece was one of the best things I've ever seen.
Yeah, I'll go home. I got the 400 episodes. Now. I got this.
Like we need you to just.
Yeah.
It's just 400 episodes.
We gotta be able to talk about it,
500.
bro. It's crazy. There's a reunion that happened.
Anyways, yeah.
You know what
That's
I'm talking
not
about.
fair. That's the one spoiler we get mad about.
Anyways,
You can spoil Attack on Titan all day. That's fine.
you know what, man? You're a hater, bro. You need to watch. You need to finish it. Hey, petition. Oh, what was that thing we said the other day? Other episode. We need 1,000 subscribers to make him watch all
Yes.
Attack on Titan. So subscribe to this button. Share with your friends. People don't even watch anime. You just send it to
Crazy.
people that don't even watch anime and just be like, we need Kevin's being a bum. Like we need him to we need him to watch
Being
Attack
a
on
bum
Titan.
is crazy.
Yo, it's just whatever you got to do to make them subscribe so this man can watch it. Do it. But
Yeah.
you got anything else?
I think that's
Nah,
it.
that was Joe. So our dub is better than sub,
Yeah,
and
we all agree.
No, we all agree. We're all united on that front. Like our Naruto side characters. We got
Shikamaru.
what I picked. Shoot,
Itachi, Jiraiya.
It's Itachi Kakashi. He got me one to pick Jiraiya though. That's like
Yeah,
I just said
yeah.
like, dang, he
Me
was
too.
great.
But Kakashi is definitely could
Yeah,
have
the
been
Honorable
one as well.
mention, Kakashi.
Isaac had the hard sell on Jiraiya. That's for sure.
I know.
I'm just saying, bro. Jiraiya was such an impactful character to the story. So yeah,
It's true. Well, dang. That's it.
Yeah. All right.
Yo, thank you guys for tuning in. It was so much fun. Let us know in the comments section below if you're there, what you want us to talk about. If you have topics, you have ideas, we want to know that because this is new to us. We want to have all of the entertainment that you guys could enjoy on here. So make sure you subscribe, that you're liking, that you're commenting, engaging, and sharing. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Yeah.